Today's topic is all about how to embrace the yuck. Well, today's topic is all about how to embrace the yuck. You heard me right. How to embrace the yucky part of your direct sales business. Now, what in the world am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about doing the things that we really don't want to do, but we got to do in order for our business to be successful. Life is full of everyday yuckiness, but we learn to deal with it and move on. For instance, let's just say you're cooking a delicious breakfast, right? And then all of a sudden, you drop an egg on the floor. It's ooey, it's gooey, it's slimy, but you got to clean it up, right? You got to embrace the yuckiness of cleaning up that slimy, eggy mess. And why do we do that? Because we know we could slip on it. Someone else could slip and fall on it. It has to come up. So we just have to embrace the yuck. That's part of cooking a delicious meal sometimes. You spill things, you drop things, you get sugar, flour, whatever, all over the floor. And you have to embrace the yuck and sweep it up, mop it up, and take care of the mess that you made, right? Because it's part of cooking. How many of you have ever had a newborn child? Well, I want to tell you something. Babies are wonderful. They're beautiful, but sometimes they're just downright smelly. That's right. They're smelly because they've made a mess in their diaper. No one says, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait till the baby poos. I just can't wait because I want to clean up that mess. I've been waiting all day to clean up that mess." Nope. We just suck it up and we clean up the baby because that's part of having a beautiful baby. We embrace the baby. We love the baby. We just love to, wrap our arms around it and cuddle the baby. But sometimes the yuckiness is the fact that we got to clean up after the baby. That's right. Have you ever had a child, whether it's a toddler, grade school, middle school, high school, and they come home from school and they've got the flu? All of a sudden, they are puking and they're doing all kinds of gross, icky stuff. And what do? We take care of them. Does it suck? Yep, it sucks because chances are we're going to get it too because we're the ones taking care of them. But it's part of raising and having a beautiful child. It's just part of what we do. It sucks. It's yucky, but we do it because we love that child. Now, how does all this relate to your direct sales business? Very simple. Because sometimes it's yucky, sometimes it sucks when we think we have to call somebody or we do some other part of the business that we're just not fond of. When it comes to like calling people, sometimes you've made that list, the list of the people that you feel would be great for your business. It could be someone you might want to book a party with. It could be somebody that you think would be great on your team. But in your mind, you don't want to do the yucky part of the business and reach out to that person. But just like the delicious breakfast, the beautiful newborn, or that child you love with all your heart, you have to learn to embrace the yucky part of life and your business to reap the rewards. Sometimes we just have to embrace the yuck. Best-selling author and motivational speaker Mel Robbins wrote a book about the 5-second rule. And in that book, it basically talks about the moment you have a thought that is when you should take action. Let's say you have something that you know needs to be done. Instead of putting it off, you just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and act on it. Your brain doesn't have a chance to talk you out of it. It doesn't have a chance to tell you to do it later. For instance, let's just say maybe you haven't talked to your sister for a while and you think, I need to give her a call sometime. Instead of waiting, use Mel Robbins' suggestion. Just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and do it. Give her a call. Sometimes you say, you know what? I've got to clean up that mess in the corner of the living room where I've stacked everything, or I need to sort out all the mail that I've had on this counter for a week. Instead of sitting there and saying, okay, I'll just put it on a list and get to it later, you simply go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just do it. Chances are it will only take a few minutes to complete the task. You just do it. Learn to create the habit of creating a sense of urgency in your business. And I will tell you something, when you have a sense of urgency in your business, miracles start to happen. Amazing things start to happen because you're not putting off tomorrow what you need to do today. You see, that's the thing that successful people have. They have a sense of urgency, they embrace it. They do what they need to do, whether they feel like it or not. You could say, for instance, maybe you set a goal to schedule 10 appointments for your business this month. It's at the beginning of the month. You know you got some time, and you start saying, you know what, I'm not going to worry about right now because I'm going to do it later. I've got the whole month. Successful people say, let me complete my goal in the first week so I can get it out of the way for the month. If you do that, you may be inspired to complete an even bigger goal because you've already completed the first 10 appointments at the beginning of the month. By waiting, you'll find you can't control life. You think you've got it all planned out, and all month you have to do what you said you were going to do, set your goal. But life happens. All of a sudden, you might get the flu. Someone that you are responsible for might get the flu. Maybe you even get mandatory overtime at your office. It could be just about anything. That's how life works. Things you can't control are the things that happen in life. Procrastination burns in your head. Knowing that you need to do something and thinking about it and not getting it done, that causes what they call brain burnout. Many times you set that goal at the very beginning of the month. And because you've made the decision to let that month go by, okay, and get to it later because you don't want to do the yucky part, okay, of making the calls or doing whatever. And then all of a sudden, life happens. It happens in a way that you can't control it. Then all you do all month is as you get closer to the end of the month, your brain constantly thinks about the goal you said you were going to create or the goal that you were going to complete, right? And then before you know it, you thought about it all month. It feels like your business is taking over your world, okay? And all you've done is think about it. You really haven't done anything. You know, I heard one time from someone very smart that they said it's impossible to have brain burnout if you've never been on fire. It's impossible to have burnout if you've never been on fire. And so when you put off the thing you need to do now, then sometimes that happens. Now, back to the goal that you set of having 10 appointments completed this month. If you start working on it now, not later, not tomorrow, and you start embracing the yuck, whatever it is you don't like to do in your direct sales business, and I'm just going to say maybe it's calling someone right now, just calling them to you is a hesitation. You know what, guys? In order to have a successful business, you're going to have to embrace that part of the business that you don't necessarily like. And you know what? Every day when you need to call a group of people and you do it, it will get easier. It's just getting started. You know, there are so many rewards that await you in your direct sales business. Just develop that sense of urgency and embrace the yuck part of your business that you don't like. Remember, successful people do what other people won't. Chances are, whatever you've been avoiding may be the very thing that is holding you back from all the success this business has to offer you. All right. So, if you found anything that I had to say in this video useful, do me a favor. Please subscribe, click that little bell, like this video, and share it with a direct sales buddy. I hope you'd enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a really great direct sales day. See you next time. Bye.